Morning, everyone. I've been thinking a lot about science and math and how TTOG affects science and math. And I was having a conversation yesterday with one of my colleagues about reflecting in science class and how the book that I just wrote has something to do, people might have trouble adjusting the English stuff into science and math. So I've been giving this a lot of thought. And I'm thinking that for science and math, what we need to teach kids about are specifically the language of the standards, whether they're content standards or skill-based standards that really support what's going on in the spaces. Perhaps you're not having kids reflect every day, or maybe you are in place of an exit ticket, or maybe you're having them think process when they're reflecting. So if there's a specific standard that you're working on in one day, perhaps you have the students reflect on their process. How do you get from point A to point B? How do you know you've solved it correctly? What are you learning, and how can you take the skills that you're learning in these situations to apply to other skills and facts that you're working on as well? So I'm thinking that if we adjust the way that we talk about things, you could still have the kids reflect on what the task is in the first paragraph. Then in the second paragraph, you could have them talk about their process. How did they attack the problem or the experiment or the idea? And then have them work through, and then when they start talking about standards, they could start showing mathematical equations or talking about the specifics of what they learned in their experiments or during class discussions or research that they're doing about particular elements of their science or math classes. So that was just my thought today, and I hope that those science and math folks out there find it useful. Have a super day. If you have more questions, please ask. The more you challenge me with your questions, the better I could think about them and maybe come up with solutions. So thanks so much.